Okay, I was gone for a couple of years, and when I came back, there was this giant, humongo place in the place of a neighborhood where I had lived. It's many stories high. It's a total fortress, and yes, they even have their own, look at this, they come right off the freeway, and they have their own super duper parking garage because they're too amazing to park on the street, and they don't even have to see the plebeians. And it's like that over here across the state. I call them state shirkers because I've gone behind the scenes and I've never seen them doing anything but shirking. I said, wow, this building looks expensive, and a man behind me in line at their little fancy little cafe here, they all feed themselves quite well, and the only people that I have seen who are working at these places are the groundskeepers and the poor souls who have to feed these kind of unspoiled monsters, as it were. Yeah, these beasts, that are, and I've seen them. I've seen these women push front in line, and, you've got to make me this now in my way, and it's wild. Over here, you can see there's actually a shrine to the neighborhood that they knocked down over here, where there's a laptop computer. So yeah, I came home, and no one had told me this had happened. I'd gone away for a little while, and I just couldn't understand what's going on. There was a neighborhood in my mind, and it took me a little while to realize they knocked down this wonderful neighborhood that it was kind of a mix of things. It had old houses that had been converted into little non-profs. It had, here's an ode to, this is a sort of charmless apartment complex. It really doesn't do the neighborhood justice, but I'm sure that whoever lived there was perfectly happy. This is a really nice neighborhood. It's just these kind of sweet little houses, lots of gardens, and even if you're in sort of a simple, charmless place, and I was years ago when I landed into town, I landed in a sort of just place here, and I was just happy as a clam. So if I was a displaced person, so that people could be in this and just have their own private whatever. I've actually written to these people. I've tried to deal with them. It's the old risk management, which used to just be a floor at the end of, it was just part of a floor in a building. So, when I came back, there's another place that's going up for, it said 100 million, but once again, the man behind me in line told me everything goes at least triplicate with what they say things are going to cost with these buildings. So they're taking, one office and ostensibly blowing it up into a huge building. If you can see, there's a lobby that's, like several stories high inside with, wild art. And I'm just like, wow, we're paying for this. And all they do is have a security guard at a desk that makes darn sure you're not going to get up there, and protects these people while our own children have no protection at school, right? But they will protect themselves.
Can you tell them about the cat?
Oh, my cat did get in there one day. I was going for a little, this is in my neighborhood. I'm in the neighborhood that the government/Evergreen State College graduates ate. To make, this is their religion. These are their cathedrals to themselves. Yeah, Fan went in and nobody could catch her. And she was a little out of shape cat that I got from the pound who'd never seen the light of day and was getting old, and I got her kind of at the last minute. She's actually looking good these days, but she would follow me everywhere I go. And I was going in there for a while to try to figure out what are they up to, and they're very good at hiding. They're excellent at hiding, and they're excellent at being in the cafeteria at lunch. They're excellent at being pushy in the lines and yelling at the cooks and being very demanding and overworking those poor little dessert makers there. Boy, do I feel bad for them. This is a place on the corner I laughingly call Bernie's basement. Anyway, have a great day. Love to all and sundry in this world.